Hello YouTube, this is Wyoming's Alcoholic. I'm here today with a video on the new Bushnell Trophy Extreme rangefinder. So part of my channel should be hunting and not just mechanics, just because that's something that my name should be in conjunction with. But anyways, I got the model 202640, and again, this is made by Bushnell. It's a 7 to 850 yard model, 4 by 20 millimeter, and it's got the arc system, which stands for angle range compensation. I haven't been doing archery for too long. In fact, this is the first year I'll be doing archery. I've been practicing with my crossbow quite a bit, but one thing I have been doing for a little while is hunting elk, deer, antelope, everything else, and we have been able to, for the most part, get away without using rangefinders. You just kind of learn to guesstimate, how much of a football field is it. But since I started archery, when I learned that 5 yards can really change an arrow's drop, I've decided that I needed to invest in one. So these are normally like 230 bucks. Cabela's had one on sale for 130. So I decided, I would try it. Again, this is the Trophy Extreme. They call it a laser rangefinder, which I don't know what other kind there would be. I have the old kind that you adjust the, I guess it's like a focus rangefinder. You adjust the little dials and stuff, and it looks like a 410 camera, and it takes forever to work. But anyways, yeah. So a couple things I like about this is that it's got a quick find button up here. So when you focus on something, such as our target down there, you hit it and it comes on, and then you hold it and it gives you your yards. Very quick, very simple. I did notice that about it. The eye relief is nice even when you're wearing eyeglasses, which I won't be in the field. It's got a great visual in there regardless. Holds batteries very well, because after an activity it shuts down, which I also like. It'll shut this down. I don't know how long it is, but it seems like after a minute or two of inactivity, it'll shut off. So that's one thing I like about it too. It doesn't have a tether for it. I would suggest getting that for it. I want to get one to where it can hang around my neck, so I can bring it up quickly. I don't want to have to mess with a pouch when I'm in the field if I see something. And it feels pretty nice, to be honest with you. It's got a nice heavy feel to it. This is kind of the front angle of it. It says that arc right on the front, and this is the back of it. So one thing, like I said, I don't know much about that arc, but my cousin who's big into archery had told me, he's like, yeah, that angle, that up and down angle can surely affect things. So I think, like I said, I'll use it this year, and I'll do an update on this maybe at some point and let you guys know if I do get a down or an uphill shot at an elk. I'm certainly not going to wait for one. So if I get a flat shot, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to wait for an angle just to test this. But maybe sometime when I get on a hill or something, I can. But anyway, so yeah, out here at the ranch, we have stakes marked from this bench at 20 and 30 and 40 and 50 and 60 and 70 and 80 and 100, clear out to 200. And this thing is ranging right in sync with all of that. Right now I've got a target at 25, and from here it's 25.1 yards, which I'm going to accept. I may put the target wrong, just the thickness of the block, maybe this bench has moved a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and say that that's probably good. I have ranged all of these, and here I will show you. Okay, so this is a view of inside of it. I don't have a fancy scope mount or a holder, but so I hit the button once, it brings up the reticle. Oh, we got to hit it right. There we go. Oh, wait, I got to hit. Okay, there we go. Right there. So that center part is your mark. So right at 25 yards. So And if you look, you probably can't see it. Down at the bottom there, it tells you 3 degrees, minus 3 degrees. And then that arrow next to it, you may not be able to see that. I'm trying to get, there you go. That arrow next to it, what that means is that's what you should be aiming for. So, in other words, how that arc works is that it'll have that arrow pointing on the bottom, so it tells me negative 3 degrees. So I'm assuming that's a drop since I'm sitting up on the bench right now. And it targets at 25 yards, and that arrow tells you to aim as if you were shooting at 25 yards. Now, if I'm to understand correctly, and from what I've tested so far, is that if you are shooting up or downhill, that will change, and it'll automatically calculate what distance you should be aiming for at that, basically that degree or that angle to hit the target. Even though the distance may be 40 yards, if it's downhill, it may be wanting you aiming for 35 or 30, whatever that reticle says. So that's how that arc system, how you read that on the camera or on the rangefinder itself. So again, it takes a single battery in the bottom. It's one of those CR batteries, CR 145s, I think. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember exactly what one that is, but it's that one single longer battery. Typically they only come in with one. And I'll go ahead and I'll just take it out so I can tell you. Maybe this was the watch battery. No, it wasn't. So yeah, these are the CR2. I apologize. These little guys here. And those pretty decent batteries as far as life goes. In different electronics, I've had them. I think my one of my lights on my pistols has that battery, and it seems to last pretty good. So again, this is the Bushnell Trophy Xtreme, the 7 to 850 yard rangefinder, and I don't really have much else to say about it. Like I said, I gave you guys a view of the inside of it. This is the single button and how it works. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. The arc system seems like it could be useful. So anyways, with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys decide what you think of it. So far, I do like this. I'm going to take it hunting this year, and like I said, I'll do an update on it later to let you know if my opinion of it changes. But for now, like I said, I seem to like it for 130 bucks. I mean, it was 100 bucks off like a Cabela's, so couldn't go wrong there. So anyways, as always, stay classy, Wyoming, and have a good day.